Spurred by Paris Agreement commitments, countries across the globe are looking to reduce their emissions of greenhouse gas, or GHG. Carbon dioxide is by far the largest contributor to greenhouse gases emitted globally. And the main source of carbon dioxide emissions is the burning of fossil fuels. About 95% of the world's energy used in transportation is from petroleum-based fossil fuels, primarily gasoline and diesel. So, if a country is looking to meet its Paris Agreement commitments, one of the easiest ways to reduce greenhouse gas emissions is to implement carbon-reducing transportation policies. Policies that promote the use of biofuels such as ethanol are low cost and relatively easy to implement. Incorporating ethanol into the fuel supply requires no change to consumer behavior, as consumers are already filling up their vehicles with fuel. What's more, ethanol use requires no engine modifications and very little change in existing infrastructure. While electric vehicles are becoming more prevalent, they don't completely solve the emissions problem. In part, vehicle turnover is a lengthy process, and it will be several decades before electric vehicles hold even a small share of the automotive fleet. Electric vehicles also require extensive build-out of infrastructure networks.
Cars are 95% cleaner today. However, the fuel that we still use, which is a petroleum-based fuel, is not clean and does not combust. And so that is the next step, is to clean up the fuel.
Reductions in GHG emissions are variable, based on the feedstock used to make the ethanol and technology used at the production facility. Emissions from sugarcane ethanol are 60 to 80% less than those of gasoline. Currently, corn-based ethanol reduces emissions by 43% compared to regular gasoline. This is expected to reach 50% as a nationwide average by 2022, with some individual ethanol plants achieving savings greater than 50%, as U.S. producers remain committed to reducing overall GHG emissions.
Countries need to take into account a number of considerations when they make their energy policies. I mean, one, you have a large global push towards climate and greenhouse gas reductions. Ethanol today is 43% better on greenhouse gas emissions than gasoline, so that's certainly one component.
After lead was phased out of gasoline in the U.S. due to health concerns, refiners looked to other additives to raise the octane level in gasoline. MTBE was one of those additives. MTBE was eventually banned in many states across the U.S. due to water pollution issues and extensive cleanup costs. Today, MTBE is not used in the United States, and ethanol is used as an environmentally safe source of octane. However, MTBE is still being used in some countries around the world.
My literature review has shown across all the studies that for volatile organic carbons, particulate matter, weighted air toxins, carbon monoxide, we're better off using ethanol.
The ethanol molecule, which contains 33% oxygen, is used as an oxygenate in the fuel supply. When added to fuel, this additional oxygen leads to more complete combustion, and that reduces harmful particulate matter in vehicle exhaust. Ethanol is now used to comply with environmental and fuel specifications in the United States. Policies that promote the use of ethanol in transportation fuels can accelerate a country's compliance with Paris Agreement commitments or their own nationally determined GHG reduction initiatives. Ethanol is a low-cost solution for reducing GHG emissions, reducing the carbon footprint of fuel, and improving overall air quality.
When I travel to the other countries, I see people wearing masks. I see young people wearing masks, and I ask them, why are you wearing the mask? And they say they're concerned about air pollution. And the solution is not to wear the mask. The solution is to use a better fuel.
Ethanol is a proven solution that is available right now and for the long term.